Well, we are the Ashers. I am Jeremy, and this is my beautiful wife Angela and our daughter Lillian.
What I do at Antioch is I am over kids ministry, nursery through 5th grade.
I've been coming to Antioch since 2019.
Our family wanted to go on the mission trip. One, because we sponsor a child in Rwanda, and two, we wanted to see what God was doing in Rwanda. We've heard so many stories about the city, the country, and how God is so present there. And so we wanted to experience the presence of God in Rwanda.
I wanted to go on this mission trip to Rwanda for a couple of reasons. Just an opportunity to go on a mission trip with Antioch, but also to see what God was doing in Rwanda, but also kind of see how we've heard so much about what they have been through, and wanted to kind of get a first account of their stories. I was really excited about that.
A couple things we did was we got to serve food at the school. We went to the Dream Center to hear about the ladies that learn cosmetology and things like that.
We did VBS.
One of the most powerful aspects of the trip was learning about the history of Rwanda and what they had been through with the genocide, and getting to see the memorials and museums and sit down with the Reconciliation Village and hear stories from survivors, but also the perpetrators.
I was excited to go on this trip because I was excited to see my sponsored student. My sponsored student's name was Hannaford.
Going into our sponsored child's home was very emotional, but so exciting at the same time. The moment we got off the bus, our sponsored child, Hannaford, and Lillian held hands and walked up to the door, and Mom came around the corner and greeted us with open arms. And of course, I was in tears, and she welcomed us into their home. And so we got to see the inside of their home, which that was really exciting, just to know where she's living and spending her days. When you come into a home, you bring gifts, and so a part of the mission trip is you get to bring in food and soap, and so we had provided those gifts alongside stuff that we had brought for Hannaford and her family. And so Hannaford got to open those gifts and share them with us, and we got to share the excitement of what was in the bag and what we were to bring them. And so it was overwhelming and exciting, but it was amazing to see what we can do from across the world.
One of the interesting things that I learned from the lead from Africa New Life was that especially going through the whole process of learning about the genocide and what they had gone through, is that they're all Rwandans basically, and if there's any kind of slight label, it's the A, B, C, D, E aspect of Kajeo A, Kajeo B, E being the wealthiest, to A being the poorest, the areas. I was really thankful that the church has decided to choose Kajeo A as the location so that we could provide love and support.
I'm so thankful that Antioch has the partnership with Africa New Life, because it gave us the opportunity to be able to go to Rwanda to see the different villages and to see a church partnered with a school and see different opportunities that Africa New Life, under this giant umbrella that they have of a preschool to a dream center for women, of being able to sew and learn how to do hair, to supporting kids going to school across the area. We wouldn't have been able to experience any of the stuff in Rwanda without the partnership of Africa New Life with Antioch.
I loved Africa New Life. It was amazing.
I think the encouragement I would give is you should go.
100%.
You don't know until you go, and the people in Rwanda are so different. I don't know how to emphasize the difference, because these people have such a peace about them. There's a different perspective that you get when you go.
I couldn't recommend this trip more. I mean, it was incredible. These people were full of joy and so excited to see us, welcoming, super friendly, and we were doing these house visits, and we got to hang out with all the local kids that were running up to the bus wanting us to come out and play, and it was so overwhelming. But it was also a hard part of it because there would be all these kids, and then our leader of the group would say only 2 of these kids are being sponsored out of the 20. And that's really hard because these kids have torn clothes, sandals are about to fall off because they're wearing through,
or they don't have anything at all.
I think Antioch could be praying for Africa New Life in the following ways: more sponsorships, continued support in JOA. Africa New Life continues to grow. They were excited about planting a new church in one of the neighboring towns. Just that they would continue to grow and continue to be a light to these kids. You can definitely see what God is doing there for sure.
And what he has done with the forgiveness that people have for each other, the peace, it's overwhelming. The joy that they
exude, like it's just
it's
incredible.
overwhelming.
Yeah, wonderful people.
Thank you, Antioch, for allowing us to go on this mission trip.